YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are making some low-carb spaghetti. Spaghetti has always been my favorite. I crave it all the time. And today we also made it with some garlic knot bread. This is very good, very hearty, so let's get straight to the video. So for today's ingredients, we're going to break it down in 3 sections. For the main dish, you're going to need some Parmesan cheese, some chicken bouillon, ground marjoram, ground nutmeg, some pepper, some thyme, 4 zucchinis, 1 pound of ground chuck, heavy whipping cream, olive oil, some mozzarella cheese. You're going to do half an onion diced, some garlic, 1 jar of marinara sauce, and if you buy the zucchini whole, you're going to need a spiralizer. And then I threw my salad together off camera. All I have is romaine chopped, some cherry tomatoes, Parmesan cheese, cucumber, and boiled egg. You can make your salad however you want. And we're just going to top it with some peppercorn ranch. Now for the garlic knot breads, we're going to need 2 ounces of cream cheese, some butter, dried oregano, some salt, some garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 large egg, 1½ cups of mozzarella cheese, and 1/3 cup of almond flour. Okay, so now what you want to do is get your sauce going. So you're going to want your pan at a medium high. Get your olive oil and put 1 tablespoon. And we're going to take our diced onion and dump that in there. And we're just going to cook it down till it's nice and fragrant. So after about 2 minutes, your onion should be cooked. You want to take your minced garlic and put 2 teaspoons of that. Just cook it for a couple of seconds. After you have your garlic and onion cooked, you want to add your ground beef. So once you have your meat all the way cooked, you're going to want to take 1 teaspoon of your ground marjoram, 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of your dried thyme, 1 teaspoon of black pepper. You're going to take 1/4 cup of your chicken bouillon. Just mix it all together. You don't want to drain your fat from your ground beef because the fat is really good on keto. Once you have all your spices mixed in your meat, you want to turn it on medium. Turn the heat down, and you're going to add your marinara. So add your marinara. It will start popping, so just lower your heat. And then once we have the sauce in there, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of your heavy whipping cream. And heavy whipping cream is also a great fat on keto. Add 2 tablespoons of that. Now that we have everything mixed in the sauce, you're just going to want to cover it and let it simmer while we get to the next step that we're going to do. Just leave it on medium heat. So the next step we're going to do is make the garlic knots, and you want to preheat your oven to 375. So for the garlic knots, you want to mix all the dry ingredients together first. So take your 1/3 cup of almond flour, your baking powder. You're going to take 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and you just mix them all together with the whisk. So now that you have all your dry ingredients mixed, you're going to want to take your 2 ounces of cream cheese, dump that in there, and your mozzarella cheese. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the microwave and microwave it for 45 seconds. After 45 seconds, you want to take it out and mix everything together. So just get all the dry ingredients mixed into the cheese until it forms a little ball. Just like that, and now we're going to put it back in the microwave for another 45 seconds. It should look like this. So once you take it out of the microwave, now you want to get your large egg and add that in there. And all we're going to do is mix everything together until it's well incorporated. So once the egg is all mixed in, it should form a ball like this. It is going to be sticky, that's okay. So now what we're going to do is lay it out on a piece of parchment paper and make the knots. So now you want to take equal parts of your dough, just pinch it off like this, and we're going to make little logs. Just roll it out. It is going to be sticky, so just try to work with it as best as you can. So they should look like this. We're going to keep making them until all the dough is gone. So this dough made 8 garlic knots for me, and now we're just going to shape them. So what you want to do is get it, and then we're just going to turn it in like this. And we're kind of make like a pretzel. So you want it to look like this. So now that we have the garlic knots all shaped, you're going to want to lay them out, and we're going to put them in the oven for 15 minutes at 375. So our sauce has been simmering this whole time, and it smells so good in here. Look at that. We're just going to let it keep simmering until we finish everything and get all the flavors mixed together. So now that we have our garlic knots in the oven and our sauce simmering, we're going to spiralize those zoodles. So you're just going to take your zoodleizer and spiralize them. Okay, so once you're done spiralizing your zoodles, they should look like this. And now all we're going to do is put them in a pan, melt some butter over it, and put some salt and pepper just to get them nice and tender so they're not so crunchy. Just have your pan on a medium heat. We're going to take some butter, about a tablespoon. Plop that in there. Just wait till it gets nice and melted. And these right here are the fats that I'm talking about that you want on keto, which is your butter, the olive oil we use, the heavy cream. Those are all very good fats for you. And we're just going to take our zoodles and toss that in there. As it gets hot, it's going to kind of like go a little bit down. And then you're going to take some salt and just sprinkle that on top just to give them some flavor. I'm going to take some pepper also. And we're just going to let this cook down, I say, for about 5 minutes. So while our zoodles are cooking, before the garlic knots finish in the oven, we're going to take some butter, just a tablespoon, and about a teaspoon of garlic. And we're going to melt this in the microwave for about 30 seconds because we're going to spread this over the top of the garlic knots. So after 15 minutes, your garlic bread should be ready. It should look something like this, nice and golden brown. And we're just going to spread the garlic butter mixture over it and sprinkle it with some parmesan. So you're going to want to get something to spread your butter with. We're just going to take all that garlic and spread it over each knot. Just like that. These are going to be so good. Okay, now you're going to want to take your grated parmesan and we're just going to sprinkle that all over the garlic knots. So now that our zoodles have cooked, they should look something like this, and this is as cooked as you want them. So now we're just going to turn off the heat. And we're going to toss our salad next. So now I'm just going to dump my salad into a bigger bowl. And we're going to toss it together. And we're going to add lots of ranch. Ranch is another great fat for keto. So we're just going to add it all in there. I'm using the peppercorn ranch. This ranch is really good. I had never tried it, but it tastes really good. The H-E-B brand. We're just going to mix it all in there together. You can use Caesar dressing also for keto, and you can use Italian dressing. So now we're going to start plating. First, you want to take your zoodles. You want to lay that down first. And then you're going to want to take your sauce. You want to put that on top. And And then you're going to want to add lots more cheese. So this is more mozzarella. Put that on top. You can add some parmesan. Just like that. And then we're going to plate our salad. Got lots of cucumber in here, some egg, some great protein, some tomatoes. Then you got your fat, your ranch. We plate our nice garlic bread. And your dinner is done. Alright guys, so that concludes our video for today. I hope y'all give this recipe a try and let me know how y'all like it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so whenever I upload a video, you'll get it straight to your phone. I'll see y'all next time.